Hello and welcome once again to my side of YouTube. This is Luther574, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about life energy. No, I'm going to be talking about Pokemon, but sort of yes, life energy. Why? Because this video is all about the link between the life energy of Pokemon, infinity energy. No, this is all one thing. The life energy of Pokemon is in fact infinity energy. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Devon Corporation utilized infinity energy for most inventions. No. Machinery, I think. And one of those machineries was basically if I remember, a rocket that was originally going to be used to take care of a meteor coming down to the Hoenn part of the Pokemon world. And then, yada yada yada, going back to this one person, Xenia, who was a part of the ancient people of the Draconids? Yeah, and she just spouts out the possibility of using the rocket to take care of it. Would it really do anything, or would it bring back, or would it collide with the meteor, causing it to go into a wormhole-esque time travel situation where instead of time travel, it goes into a different dimension, different universe. Like, let's say the universe of the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and it crashes there instead. Because they have no idea of infinity energy being used for certain things, being used for anything else, except for the fact that, yeah. But let's go to the Galar region. The Galar region, we have this brand new mechanic of... What was it? It was... Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. Now, as soon as the Pokemon Dynamaxes, they give off a red aura. As soon as a Pokemon Gigantamaxes... Now let me say that one more time. Now, when a Pokemon Gigantamaxes, they don't just become humongous, they become gigantic. Gigantamax. But what's the difference between Dynamax and Gigantamaxing? A Dynamax Pokemon will look exactly the way it was as before even Dynamaxed. A Gigantamaxed Pokemon is a Pokemon that is somewhat more modified, to where it doesn't look the same as it did before it Gigantamaxed. Pretty much a brand new form of Mega Evolution. But it's not an evolution, it's a transformation. And as soon as this transformation is done, it reverts to its original state before it Gigantamaxed. So, in a way, Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing, in a way, is the same thing as Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution could easily become... No, Mega Evolution is possibly... Now, there's a possibility what I'm saying is somewhat false, because Mega Evolution brings out the latent power of Pokemon. Of certain Pokemon, because not every Pokemon can Mega Evolve. Charizard can Mega Evolve. Gallade, Gardevoir can Mega Evolve. They're two Pokemon of the same evolution line, but they're the final evolution of that evolution line. It starts off as Ralts, Kirlia, depending on how you evolve it, get it to level 30, Gardevoir. Instead of getting it to level 30, give it a Shiny Stone, or I believe it was a Dawn Stone, and it'll turn into Gallade. Now, Snorunt. Snorunt, if it's female, you give it a Shiny Stone. No, a Dawn Stone, and it'll turn into Frostlass. Lass? I'm just gonna call it a ghosty ice thing. Because it's a ghost ice type. And then, now, Gallade? Yes. It has a stone evolution, and if you get it to, I believe, 40, it'll evolve into a ball of ice with black horns. So, that evolution gets a Mega. Now, let's get out of the topic of Mega Evolution, and let's go back to Alola. Alola, there's the Z moves. Now, what is Z move? What are Z moves? Z moves are one-time use in battle. But I didn't say exactly what it was before I even got into that topic. Z moves are basically a one-time use for battle. And the light coming from my window is messing up the video. Okay. Now, what was I saying? I was talking about Z moves and how they're a one-time use thing. A one-time use item. Move. Depending on which Z crystal you're using for what type of move. And what does this go into? The latent power of a Pokemon. No. Let me rephrase that. It goes into the certain energy of whatever type of move is being used. Now let's get into Infinity Energy. Infinity Energy is, like I said, the life force of a Pokemon. Now, what does a Pokemon have besides Infinity Energy? A type. There's electric, fire, water, flying, bug, dark, steel, fairy. And these types is exactly what goes into Infinity Energy. The energy being used for a Pokemon to use Flamethrower, Infinity Energy. Fire. It's not just a fire. It's a part of a Pokemon. So, Z moves. It goes into Infinity Energy. Mega Evolution. Infinity Energy. What is inside of Pokemon? I've said this plenty of times before in this video. The life force of Pokemon. Infinity Energy. Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. Will it ever go into anything else besides the Galar region and the game's Sword and Shield? I don't think so. I believe this is going to be the first time we're ever going to see it, and the last time if new Pokemon games are going to come out. So, let's get into a different topic. Meowth. Meowth is basically a cat Pokemon that has a coin right on its forehead. Meowth is a Pokemon that gets a Gigantamax form. Now, I'm not talking about the Alolan Meowth. I'm not talking about the Galarian Meowth. I'm talking about the Cantonian Meowth. Now, there's a text that mentioned the symbol on Meowth's gem. I almost said gem. On Meowth's coin is a symbol that is the coin on Meowth's Gigantamaxed forehead. It's not just a forehead, it's probably a 5-head because of Gigantamaxing. The coin, it has a mark on it, and it stands for huge. Okay. I got that out of my system. So what is it that mark that stands for huge have to do with the link between Gigantamaxing and Dynamaxing? Now here's the thing. Huge. It stands for huge. Pokemon have infinity energy as their life force. Now, let's go back into that mark that's on Meowth's Gigantamaxed coin. It says huge. Pokemon get huge when they Dynamax. Pokemon go gigantic with other forms in Gigantamaxing. Now, besides the fact that they're getting huge or humongous, let's think about what's going on inside of them. Their life force, this infinity energy that keeps the Pokemon alive, that keeps them going, could easily have to do with the amount of energy that's inside of them becoming huge or even bigger just to become a giant form to use certain moves, because anytime Pokemon go into a Dynamaxed form, the moves they have turn into something else. When they go into a Gigantamaxed form, certain moves turn into a different move, will turn into a different move. So, is there a possibility that the infinity energy is multiplying in the Pokemon's body to become a greater amount, as in a huge amount of infinity energy? Or just whatever this energy... I've been saying infinity energy this whole time, so I'm not going to call it anything else. And when it comes down to it, in Pokemon, Whoa, I almost forgot. In Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, there was a time that Professor Rowan, as soon as you got your first gym badge and go on to getting your second badge, you have to go past Jubilife City. And before you even get to the exit of Jubilife City to go to the next route, you run into Professor Rowan. And he talks about how when Pokemon level up, there's a energy that emits from them. And he goes into how this energy that Pokemon produce, as soon as they level up or evolve, because as we have seen within any Pokemon game, as a Pokemon evolves, there's a light that emits off of them. or within the Pokemon movies, when a Pokemon evolves, they start glowing a certain way. Energy. And not just that, the Pokeballs in the game, in the show, when it emits a red light to capture or to retrieve the Pokemon that was caught in that ball, that's infinity energy. How and why? How and when, I should say, is infinity energy going to come back into play within the world of Pokemon in the games? Now, if Diamond and Pearl get a remake, I believe Professor Rowan will have something to say about infinity energy. And instead of the fact that he's brought up in the original games, hey, have you noticed when your Pokemon level up, they emit a light or an energy? Or have you noticed when your Pokemon evolve, they give off a energy as well? This is what's known as infinity energy. Or he could just do exactly what I just did right there. Instead of saying, hey, there is a light or an energy that emits from the Pokemon when they level up, I'm researching into that. Instead of saying that, he could easily say, well, I've found out in recent researching that the Pokemon emit infinity energy when they level up or when they evolve. Or how about something even better? If Diamond and Pearl, or instead of making a Diamond or Pearl, skip that. Don't make two games. Make Platinum. Why just make one game? Because if you make Platinum, we could go through the game and we could ignore Dialga and Palkia. We don't have to worry about catching any of them before going to the Elite Four. Why? And Luther, why would you want them to do that? Well, because in Platinum, we don't get to catch either of them until we beat the Elite Four. The main legendary in Platinum is in fact Giratina. Now, Birdkeeper Toby has brought up the fact that what if the Pokemon Eternatus, or if it even is a Pokemon, could easily be the hand of Arceus. Arceus was, in fact, one being split up to two. Or was he split up at all? Could it be that as soon as Arceus was born, the Earth, the Pokemon world, wasn't even a thing yet? Could it be... Sorry. I'm gassy. Like I said, Giratina. What does he have to do with anything when it comes down to Arceus? Arceus and other Pokemon has banished Giratina in his dimension. Now when I say dimension, he's in his own world. He was banished into that world because he was rowdy and would cause a ruckus with other legendaries. Now, in the original Platinum, we could easily catch Giratina before going to the 7th gym, I believe. Yeah, because there's 7 badges. Yeah. Before going to the 7th gym leader. Was it the 7th? I don't remember exactly when you get to catch the legendary and then going to. No, yeah. Yeah? Well, either way, I was about to search it, but this video is already 20 minutes long. And before I go into ending this video, I want to go back into talking about Diamond. I want to talk about Platinum and why it would be a better choice to have remade instead of Diamond and Pearl. Why? Diamond and Pearl weren't really all that great of games. When it came down to it, Diamond and Pearl was very restricting. If you wanted a fire-type Pokemon, you would have to choose Chimchar as your starter and rely on him for anything fire. But in Platinum, if you choose not to pick up Chimchar, you have other options of fire Pokemon. Now, I know the options aren't all that huge. Between Houndour, Magmortar, if you even evolved your Magmar before, as soon as you evolve it into a Magmar. And then there's the Eevee evolution, Flareon. And we can't forget about some of the gift Pokemon we get from NPCs. Now, I'm not talking about traded Pokemon, but I'm talking about gift Pokemon. The starter Pokemon we start off with, that's considered a gift. Now, what's a gift in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum? 2 Pokemon. What was your name? Togepi, and then Riolu. As soon as we got to the Iron Island, we got a Riolu egg from Riley. Now, who gave us Togepi? Cynthia. Cynthia is the champion of that place, and she helps. Whew! And she's the only person who is a champion that we find out has a relative in the game. Now, I'm going to end this video right here and now. So, hi, this is Luther574. You just watched my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.